questions 1 through 10 on the 2005 grade 11 Fermat math contest. The value of this term is 150 plus 150 divided by 10 all over 15 minus 5. So 150, we'll leave that alone for now. 150 divided by 10 is 15, and 15 minus 5 is 10. So this is 165 over 10, and that is 16.5. So number 1, the answer is E. 1/2 minus 1/3 plus 3 over 9 equals 1/2 minus 1/3 plus 3 over 9. Now, what I noticed immediately is 3 over 9, if you reduce it to lowest terms, is 1/3. So therefore, these two cancel, and all you are left with is a half. So number 2, very quickly, is B. If A is a half and B is 2/3, then 6A plus 18B over 12A plus 6B equals 6A plus 18B over 12A plus 6B, like that. If you factor out a 6, you get A plus 3B over, same thing, factor out a 6, you get 2A plus B. And then you just have to be concerned with what's left if you cross out the 6's. And this might be a little bit easier to work with. So A is a half, B is 2/3, so that gives you, let's see here, 3 times B, so it'd be 6 over 3. And then 2A is going to be 2 over 2. I'll just leave it in fractional form since we have to add a fraction. And there you go. So now get a common denominator, and that looks like it's going to be 6. So that'll be 3 plus 12 over 6. And then same thing, common denominator, you're going to get 6 plus 4. So this looks like it's 15 over 6 over 10 over 6, which is invert and multiply, and you get 15 over 6 times 6 over 10, and that is just going to be 15 over 10. And in lowest terms, that's 3 over 2. So number 3, the answer is E. If the square root of 4 plus 9 plus x squared is 7, then a possible value for x is square root of 4 plus 9 plus x squared is equal to 7. So the first thing you can do is you can square both sides. And if you do that, that gets rid of the radical. So all you're left with is 4 plus 9 plus x squared. And on this side, it's 49. And then bring all the numbers to one side. So 49 minus 9 minus 4, which is 36. And therefore, x is the square root of 36, which is plus or minus 6. So a possible value for x is 6, and that's choice A. A Fermat coin rolls from P to Q to R as shown. If the distance from P to Q is equal to the distance from Q to R, what is the orientation of the coin when it reaches R? All right. It looks like, well, how do I explain this? It's going obviously from here to here, right? So it looks like if this is sort of the tail right here, the tail is going up like that. So now the tail is here. So then one more revolution as it moves in the exact same distance, in the exact same way, it will go up like that. So the tail would be here then. And the rest of the F is going to be like that. So I hope I explained that properly. I don't know. I mean, basically it's rotating as it moves along. So whatever, right? Number 5, therefore, is C. The sum of the first 2005 terms of the sequence 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, ... is. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, like that, dot, 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 and so on, right? And they're saying there's 2005 terms. So this keeps on going until you get to the 2005th term. Now, obviously, you're not going to write them all out, so we have to figure out what is the term there. Well, these are obviously groups of 4, correct? So every fourth term, the 4th term, the 8th term, and so on, will end a group, correct? So we have to figure out 2005, is it divisible by 4? If it is, perfect. But 2005 is not divisible by 4 exactly. It'll be 501 with a remainder of 1. So that basically means that as we go along, you'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, the very last group, and then at the very end, you'll have a 1, the digit 1, correct? That's the 2005th term. And this 4 right here is the 2004th term. Okay? And this 1 is essentially this guy, because it's the start of the next group of 4. All right, so the sum is pretty straightforward. Each of these sums is 10. Each of these sums. So the sum, the total, is going to be 10, but we've got 501 of those groups of 4. And then we have this lone 1 out at the very end. So don't forget to add that one. And there you go. That's the sum. So this will be 5,011. And therefore, number 6, the answer is A. In a triangle ABC, A is 21 degrees more than B, and C is 36 degrees more than B. The size of angle B is. So we've got some triangle. I have no idea its shape, and this is certainly not drawn to scale. I'm just illustrating what this could be. So 7, question number 7, they're telling you that we've got angles A, B, and C, correct? And angle A is 21 degrees more than B. So if I let angle B equal x, angle A, this angle here, is x plus 21. And they're saying that angle C, this angle here, is 36 degrees more than x. So 36 plus x, like that. Or x plus 36, whichever way you want to write it. Well, the sum of the angles of a triangle are always 180. So that means x plus 21 plus x plus 36 plus x is equal to 180, like that. So therefore, we've got 3x plus 57 is equal to 180. And therefore, 3x is equal to 123. And dividing by 3, you get x equal to 41. And that is the value for B, angle B. So number 7, the answer is B. 7 children, each with the same birthday, were born in 7 consecutive years. The sum of the ages of the youngest 3 children is 42. What is the sum of the ages of the oldest 3? So these parents had 7 kids in the span of 7 years. So they obviously have never heard of birth control. And therefore, the ages are going to be consecutive numbers. X, x plus 1, x plus 2, x plus 3, x plus 4, and so on. And they tell you that the sum of the ages of the youngest 3 is 42. So that means that x plus 1 plus x plus 2 is equal to 42. So that means 3x plus 3 is 42. Solving, you get 3x is equal to 39, and therefore x is equal to 13. And they want you to figure out the sum of the ages of the oldest 3. So these 3 over here. That's going to be x plus 4 plus x plus 5 plus x plus 6, like that. And that's going to be 3x plus 15. Since we know that x is 13, we substitute that in. And this becomes 39 plus 15, which is 54. So the answer to number 8 is B. The lines y equals negative 2x plus 8 and y equals x over 2 minus 2 meet at 4, 0, as shown. The area of the triangle formed by these two lines and the line x equals negative 2 is. So the area of that triangle is that triangle right there that I just drew in blue. So we've got some clues so far. This is 4, 0 right here. So this is the origin. So that means from here to here is 4. And this is x equals minus 2. So right here is minus 2. So that means from here to here is 2. So that obviously is 6, that entire base right there of that triangle. So all we have to do is figure out the distance from there to there and the distance from there to there, and we can figure out the area of those two triangles, and the sum of those two triangles will be our answer. So first I'm going to concentrate on this point right there, that point. I can figure that out with the following two equations, x equals minus 2, and what's the other one? Y is equal to minus 2x plus 8. So substitute x equals minus 2 into this one. We get minus 2 times minus 2 plus 8. So that looks like 4 plus 8, and that is 12. So y equals 12, so this is 12 right here. So that means the distance from here to here is 12. Now, in the same way, we'll try to figure out that point right there, using the equations x equals minus 2 and y is equal to x over 2 minus 2, like that. So we get minus 2 over 2 minus 2, and that looks like negative 3. So this is negative 3 on the y-axis. So therefore this distance is positive 3, right? Because it's a distance. Can't be negative distance. So there we go. We've got two triangles, this one and that one, and we can figure out the total area. So our total area is going to be the first triangle, which is 1/2 base times height. The base is 6, the height is 12. Plus the area of the second triangle, the base is 6, and the height is 3. So this looks like 3 times 12, which is 36, 3 times 3, which is 9, and that is 45. So number 9, the answer is E. If 50% of P equals 20% of Q, then P as a percentage of Q is. So 0.5 P is equal to 0.2 Q, like that. So if you divide, you get 0.2 divided by 0.5 Q, like that. And if you do the math, you'll get 0.4 Q, like that. So that basically means that P is 40% of Q. So therefore number 10, the answer is C.